Just like God sees color, I see color, and I like all the colors. Have I ever had a problem with my skin tone personally?
We interrupt this program to bring you an important news announcement. Please enjoy.
Oh my goodness, it's finally here. This can only mean one thing. Alright guys, I don't know about you, but this is a video I have long been waiting for. I am going to henna my eyebrows. It's called an eyebrow tattoo. I don't know, there's so many other names for it, or eyebrow tinting, but maybe that's a different thing, I don't know, but to me it is tinting my eyebrows, clearly. So my face is completely clean. I steamed my face twice yesterday, earlier in the day, and like right before I went to bed. Washed it like normal, did a face mask, and today I cleansed it with this structured silver gel. It has so many different properties. I definitely recommend this product just for everyday use, really. So yeah, I already did that. My eyebrows are completely clean. Got my water here because it is very hot outside. I do have my air conditioner going, so excuse the noise in the background. But without further ado, let's just get into this video. I'm going to show you guys the whole process. This is the Mina eyebrow henna that I got from Amazon. All the products are here. I also purchased this Wet n Wild's Fully and eyebrow brush from Amazon, so I figured I just might as well grab one of these because the box doesn't come with one. So yeah, I'm using the color dark brown. A lot of people think my hair is black, but it actually does have some brown, some red, some blues in it, so it's not solid pure black, although I think black is a really nice hair color. This is what the Lord blessed me with, some very, very dark, almost black hair. To read the directions. I'll spare you guys this. I'm gonna skip through. Up here and it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is looking a little sus right now. So guys, what if I really had eyebrows like this? This is crazy. Guys, no. Even if you have extremely dark hair like I do, almost black hair, do not ever do your eyebrows like this, please. I was one of those girls. I didn't do the full-on like brick eyebrows or anything like that. I did them well enough that many people didn't even know that I did my eyebrows every single day when I got up. After like 5 years of practice, I think I finally got to that point, which was great. I just felt like low-key, I've been doing my eyebrows for a minute now, and I just wanted to try something that was a little more permanent than getting an e.l.f. eyebrow pencil every single day and having to do it. Let's leave this on 20 minutes and then wipe it off. I'm big on my eyebrow shape. Eyebrows shape your entire face. I'm not gonna lie, it's itching a little bit, but it is bearable. I have prayed over these products. They are getting ready to work out in my favor in Jesus' name. Oh my goodness. In the meantime, it does say to put the rest of the packet in this little tube here. So I'm going to do that in the event that I might want to do this again.
2,000 years later.
People in the other videos described it as being so hard. For me, it's like it's not that deep. It's not that hard. And I feel like I use quite a bit of this stuff. You know what was funny? When I went to my sister's graduation yesterday, I was hearing all these people say,
"Oh, it's my youngest is graduating today. Yeah, 18 years old, so-and-so."
And I thought that was just so, I don't know, it tickled me a little bit to see that. Because I graduated 2 years ago, so sometimes I feel like a little bit of an old lady when it comes to that. But it's like, oh, these little kids are graduating. And I feel like that was like well, we wouldn't normally have had a graduation outside. Look at the, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, it looks a little bit better today than it did yesterday. I think I fixed like the scaling and burning problem, but we were out in the sun, like facing direct sunlight on an 80-degree hot day. My arm is like 75% burnt out here. I do think the color is a little cute though. Like, not even gonna hold you. My little pasty yellow legs tanned yesterday, and I'm kind of here for it. I think it looks cute on me. I know tans don't last forever, but while it's here, I'm here for it. But can we talk about color for a second? Because I feel like it's just needed. Have I ever had a problem with my skin tone? Personally, that's a hard question. I feel like I have to give you guys background. Like in middle school, that was my first ever concept of skin color. I understood maybe different ethnicities at the time. I probably thought in terms of black and white like a lot of people here in America do, but clearly there's so much more than that. I knew I had multiple ethnicities running through my bloodline. I thought I was just quote unquote black or African American and Native American, and maybe a little European somewhere in there, but that's all I really knew. I didn't know the extent of it. Hadn't done any research and didn't have lots of family stories traveling down the generations so I would know what was going on and who my family was. In fact, I still don't know most of my family at this point, which is a different story. But anyway, I just knew that I was a different color than my siblings. We're all pretty much different shades of brown. I didn't ever have a problem with it. I never thought twice about going into the sun and getting a tan or any of that kind of stuff. But then in middle school, I noticed I had a Facebook account, and I noticed a lot of the guys that I would be interested in who were, listen, I had a type back then. I'm not even going to say what it is, but the guys who were my so-called type were mostly fetishizing girls of European descent, or what you would call white women. And that is where I kind of started to have a little bit of an issue there. Not so much with my skin tone, but it just, like, I don't know. I felt like they would literally post stuff like black girls, white girls, Hispanic girls, mixed girls. It would be black girls like 0 hearts, and then they would do white girls like 10 hearts across. Then they do mixed girls, let's say 7 hearts across. Hispanic girls 5 hearts. You know, that's like that little chart or ranking system as far as like value, beauty, all of that stuff. And that was like attacking what I identified as at the time. You know, now I feel like you're not required to identify as just one thing when there's clearly so many different things in everyone's background. You don't believe me? Take a DNA test and tell me you only have one ethnicity. I would sure like to see that. It's rare, very rare. Probably less than 1% of people will have a DNA test like that. But anyway, getting back to the point.
Okay guys, I'll get back to the story in a minute, but right now it's time to check on my eyebrows.
I really think I did get my money's worth, but I'm just gonna try to clean up the lines a little bit. But back to what I was saying, like I was seeing that as a woman of color who was looking at that like, oh my goodness, I never once thought at that time, what is wrong with them? Like, why would they post something like that? Clearly they have an identity issue within themselves, a pride issue, something like that. I thought, you know, something was wrong with me, which was a completely wrong perspective to have. But at the same time, I didn't know who I was in Christ. So of course, I was subject to the plots of the enemy, and I just I took it on as my own issue and not their issues. So I became a little bit insecure, and I started to think myself, wow, like they're prettier than me because that's what these guys are saying, solely based on the color of your skin. And me, myself, I am literally in the middle. Like, I'm not the lightest of light or the darkest of dark in the African descent community and any other ethnicity that I'm under. I'm not the darkest or the lightest. I'm right in the middle. I really like the skin that God has given me at this point. But back then, because of what I saw from these 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old boys that I would have been interested in otherwise, man, don't get me started. It just made me start believing the lie of not being enough. I thought, you know, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not light enough for them. I'm not dark enough for them. I'm not black enough for some people. I don't like soul food, and they don't, you know, just all these different things. I just thought I was not enough for either end of the spectrum. I don't talk like some of them do. I don't dress like some. It was a lot to deal with, and it can be at times. It's just people expect you to I feel like it's like a cultic practice, like feeling like you can't have your own beliefs. Biden said, and we're getting political now. And I usually do not share political beliefs or anything, but we literally have had politicians saying, you're quote unquote not black if you don't vote for me. Well, I guess I'm not then. And honestly, I'm not even gonna get into it, but I just felt like I was right in the crossfire with all those kinds of comments, and it added to the identity issues that I already had. So for a long time, I was insecure about the way I looked, and even became insecure about my skin tone. One of the most precious things to me. Now, I really love the way that God just perfectly formulated this. Now, I really think I do have a beautiful skin color. I really like it, and I think everyone does. Like, I you know, being insecure about my own skin, even that time, I could look at people of all different ethnicities, skin tones, you know, all of that, and I could find beauty in every single one. My siblings, they're different skin color than me, and I thought, wow, like, they're just so beautiful, not ever knowing anything about that some people would discriminate against them because of their skin. Like, I didn't know that was a thing at the time. I just thought beauty is beauty. Like, I didn't think it was as objective as skin color. I don't think beauty is only skin deep. To those boys, I hope that they've learned and changed and grown. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say maybe they have changed. Maybe those ideas were seeded into their own minds from other people around them, and they got it honest. A lot of times we're seeing the fruit of seeds that had been sown several years in advance, and they're coming up in people, but they are like a detriment to others. It's a device of the enemy, and it's something that has to stop. It has to stop, and it stops when somebody steps up and says, no, this isn't right. This is the way, the truth, and the life, Jesus Christ. We got to get back to that, like seeing the beauty in all people and accepting people for their differences. I have always been one to be like, oh wow, you're different than me, like let's be friends. Like, I don't know, there's just an intrigue about people who look different than me, who have a different culture than me, who know all this different information that I have never even been exposed to. I've always been a person like that, and I will always be, and my children, hopefully, ojalá, and my husband will be like that. I want to raise them like, you see, they're different than you. It doesn't make them better, it doesn't make you better, but it's a beautiful thing. God, you know, some people will say, oh, I don't see color, oh, my best friend is quote unquote black. I'm using the social construct that you guys like to use for the context of this video, but God sees color. If God didn't see color, we would all be the same. What would be the purpose of us all being different skin tones and ethnicities then? Just like God sees color, I see color, and I like all the colors. It's time to wipe off the excess henna from my eyebrows. So I wiped off all of the other henna I just think my right eyebrow right here is not far in enough. But I'm actually pretty satisfied with the result. This looks like I just put on my my regular brow pencil like I do every single day, and I even got the shaping pretty nicely with this Wet n Wild angled eyebrow brush. So yeah, I'd rate this about I'm gonna give it a 9 for now. I'm gonna go a few days, see if it meshes with my product skincare routine. You know, that's the real test. It looks good right now, but is it durable? Is it going to last me? It claims 3 to 6 weeks, about a week on the skin. So we will see. Nah, I could really get used to this for real.
Good morning, guys. It is the next day, and I thought I would show you guys what I eat in a rush. Okay, guys, it is the next day, and I'm here at the church. My eyebrows look very, very natural. Very much exactly what I wanted. The shape is good and everything. This is perfect. I'm gonna be doing this.